Giorgia Meloni, a name that resonates with passion, resilience, and an unyielding commitment to her vision of Italy. From the vibrant streets of Rome to the grand halls of power, she's carved a path as Italy's first female prime minister, a trailblazer whose journey is as emotional as it is inspiring. At 48 years old, Giorgia's life is a tapestry woven with threads of family love, political fire, and a deep-rooted connection to her heritage. Her story is one of overcoming personal hardships, standing firm in her beliefs, and navigating a world that often challenges her every step. From a young girl in Rome's working-class Garbatella neighborhood to a global figure ranked among the most powerful women in the world, Giorgia's rise is a testament to the strength of conviction and the heart of a woman who refuses to be defined by others. Today, we're diving into the captivating, heartfelt world of Giorgia Meloni. Her age, height, education, family, net worth, lifestyle, and the biography of a leader who's reshaping Italy with every decision. This is a story that'll make you feel the weight of her struggles, cheer for her triumphs, and admire the courage of a woman who's become a symbol of strength for millions. Born on January 15, 1977, in the bustling city of Rome, Giorgia Meloni entered the world at San Camillo Forlanini Hospital, a place where her story of resilience began. Raised in the working-class Garbatella neighborhood, Giorgia's early life was marked by the warmth of her mother, Anna Paratori, a novelist who poured her heart into raising Giorgia and her older sister, Arianna, after their father, Francesco Meloni, left when Giorgia was just 1 year old. Francesco, a tax advisor with Sardinian roots, moved to the Canary Islands, leaving Anna to shoulder the family's burdens. Giorgia's voice softens when she speaks of her mother in her 2021 autobiography, Io Sono Giorgia, describing how Anna's romance novels, written late into the night, kept their small apartment afloat. "My mother was my rock," Giorgia wrote, her words carrying the weight of a childhood shaped by love and sacrifice. Growing up in Garbatella, surrounded by the Roman dialect and tight-knit community, Giorgia found solace in the stories of her Sicilian mother and the distant echoes of her Sardinian heritage. But her father's absence left a void, one that deepened when she learned in 1995 of his conviction for drug trafficking, a revelation that stung but also fueled her resolve to forge her own path. Reuniting briefly with him in 2006, when she became vice president of the Chamber of Deputies, was a bittersweet moment, a closing of a chapter she rarely discusses but one that shaped her fierce independence. At 15, Giorgia's life took a pivotal turn when she joined the Youth Front, the youth wing of the Italian social movement, a neo-fascist party with roots in Italy's post-war era. It was 1992, and the fire of political activism ignited in her young heart, driven by a sense of justice and national pride. She wasn't just a participant. She was a leader, founding Gli Antinati, a student group that protested education reforms, her voice already commanding attention in Rome's political circles. By 1996, she was the national leader of Student Action, representing the National Alliance, the MSI's successor, in the Ministry of Education's forums. Her education at the Amerigo Vespucci Institute, where she earned a linguistic diploma with a perfect 60-60 score, gave her the tools to speak Italian, English, French, and Spanish fluently, a skill that would later shine at global summits. "I studied languages to understand the world," she said in a 2024 interview, her eyes bright with the memory of late-night study sessions balanced with her growing political activism. Despite claims of pursuing legal studies at the University of Rome La Sapienza, public records are unclear, but her intellectual sharpness and multilingual prowess have never been questioned, earning her respect even from critics. Giorgia's political ascent was meteoric yet fraught with challenges. At 21, she won a primary election in 1998, becoming a councillor for the province of Rome, a role she held until 2002. By 2004, she made history as the first female president of Youth Action, the youth wing of the National Alliance, her leadership marked by a fiery commitment to conservative values. Elected to the Chamber of Deputies in 2006 at age 29, she became the youngest vice president of the chamber, a moment that brought tears to her mother's eyes. In 2008, at just 31, she was appointed Minister of Youth in Silvio Berlusconi's government, the the youngest minister in Italy's history, a role she held until 2011 amidst a financial crisis that tested her resolve. "Those years were tough, but they taught me to fight," she shared in a 2023 podcast. Her voice thick with emotion as she recalled the public protests that marked the end of Berlusconi's tenure. In 2012, she co-founded the Brothers of Italy party with Ignazio La Russa and Guido Crosetto, a bold move that saw her become its president in 2014. Her leadership transformed the party from a 2% fringe group to a 26% powerhouse, securing her place as prime minister in October 2022 after a historic election win. The moment she was sworn in at Quirinal Palace, becoming Italy's first female prime minister, was a triumph that left her sister Arianna sobbing with pride in the audience, a scene Giorgia later described as, "the moment I knew I'd made it for all of us." Giorgia's personal life is as compelling as her political journey, filled with love, loss, and quiet joys. At 48, standing at 5 feet 6 inches, her presence is commanding yet relatable. Her athletic build a nod to her early days working as a bartender and nanny at Rome's Piper Club to make ends meet. Her family remains her emotional anchor. Her mother, Anna, now battling obesity, and her sister, Arianna, a constant companion who shares her political passion. Giorgia's 4 half-siblings from her father's second marriage remain distant, a reminder of a fractured past she's chosen to move beyond. Her relationship with Andrea Giambruno, a journalist at Mediaset, was a cornerstone of her life from 2014 until their separation in October 2023, a decision she announced with quiet dignity on social media, saying, "Our paths have diverged, but our daughter is our forever bond." Their daughter, Ginevra, born in 2016, is the light of Giorgia's life, her name a nod to Italian tradition and strength. "Being a mother changed me," Giorgia said in a 2025 interview, her voice breaking as she described tucking Ginevra into bed after long days at Palazzo Chigi. While rumors of a new romance swirl, Giorgia keeps her personal life private. Her Instagram posts, boasting 2.6 million followers, focusing on her work and candid moments with Ginevra, like baking cookies or reading bedtime stories. Her net worth, estimated between $3 million and $5 million in 2025, reflects a life of public service rather than extravagance. Her $130,000 annual salary as prime minister, combined with book deals like her 2021 autobiography and past media projects, forms the bulk of her wealth. She owns a modest villa in Rome, valued at $1.2 million, where she hosts family gatherings, the scent of her mother's Sicilian recipes filling the air. Her lifestyle is disciplined yet grounded. Mornings begin with espresso and briefings, her days a whirlwind of meetings and international trips, like her 2023 G20 visit to India, where she spoke warmly of the country's vibrancy. Evenings are for Ginevra, helping with homework or watching Italian classics, a way to reconnect with her roots. She drives a Fiat 500, a nod to Italian heritage, and enjoys Rome's cafes, often spotted at Rosati in Piazza del Popolo with a cappuccino and her notebook. Her love for social media keeps her connected to Italians, her posts blending policy updates with personal touches, like a 2024 photo of her dancing the pizzica at the G7 summit, a moment of joy that went viral. Philanthropy is close to her heart, with her Brothers of Italy Foundation raising funds for families during the COVID-19 crisis, a cause that moved her to tears during a 2020 speech. Giorgia's biography is a story of grit and grace. From a girl in Garbatella to a global leader, her conservative values, defending God, fatherland, family, have sparked debate, with critics labeling her far-right while supporters see her as a patriot. Her opposition to same-sex marriage and immigration has drawn scrutiny, yet her pragmatic work with the EU and support for Ukraine show a leader who adapts without losing her core. The 2025 Forbes ranking as the third most powerful woman in the world was a moment of pride, but it's her 2019 speech, "I am Giorgia. I am a woman. I am a mother. I am Italian. I am Christian." That defines her. A declaration that brought her to tears and resonated with millions. "I fight for what I believe," she said in a 2024 rally, her voice steady but her eyes glistening. reflecting a woman who's faced personal and political battles with unwavering heart. Giorgia Meloni is more than a politician. She's a daughter honoring her mother's sacrifices, a sister leaning on Ariana's strength, a mother cherishing every moment with Ginevra. At 48, her 5'6" frame carries the weight of a nation, her net worth and lifestyle a blend of hard-earned success and humble roots. From Rome's streets to the world stage, she's lived with passion. Her biography a celebration of resilience and conviction. If Giorgia's journey moved you, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Let's keep celebrating the story of Giorgia Meloni together.